Despite the name, 91 Days isn't a Kingdom Hearts sequel or an installment of Attack on Titan's final season. It's its own thing, an original anime with no source material, and what a thing it is. 7 years ago, young Angelo witnessed his family get slaughtered by the Vanetti Mafia family. He manages to escape but returns years later under the name Avilio Bruno to bring chaos and death on those who ruined his life. Pretty standard stuff. I'm sure from the description all of you already have a similar story in mind, but one of the many things that makes this story unique, in anime at least, is it's a clear love letter to the early American gangster movies. They nailed the general vibe of it, the music, even the anime opening felt very Scarface, though with its own unique flavor. And you know I had to watch it in dub to hear them try that wise guy's 1930s accent, which was weird at first, but I got used to it. It was basically Bacano, but deeper, with more serious tone. As you'd expect, this show is a bloodbath, with people just getting off left, right, and center. It's definitely not something for the whole family. Our protagonist, Angelo, is one of those strong silent types. But unlike other strong silent types who have no real personality and are just made that way to seem cool, Angelo is more of a mystery to be solved, because he does a lot of horrific shit to people who deserve it and people who don't. He brings chaos to the entire city in his Saw-like game of revenge, and it makes you wonder, does that do anything to him? Is he unaffected like some psychopath, or does he feel the weight of everything he's done but bears it behind a tough exterior? Or is it somewhere in between? You get little glimpses, cracks in the facade here and there, but you don't get the full picture until the end. It's funny because the people that are the focus of his vengeance come off as pretty likable dudes, if you ignore the fact that they're in an industry of murder. They seem like average guys who just happen to grow up in the life that they did. Well, except for Jared Leto's Joker over there. He's just a lot. Anyway, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that this has one of the most beautiful endings I've ever seen in anime. The kind of ending that leaves you for a good while pondering the meaning behind it. I've never heard of anyone who's watched this anime and didn't like it, but still, it's not very popular. And I want it to be more popular because this is an easy anime for Netflix to adapt into a live action without f***ing it up. It literally takes place in America and they're all white people. There's no cultural hurdle they need to jump. But in the end, 91 Days is too long to wait for you to watch it. Just watch it now. If you haven't watched it yet, watch it now.